Hi, yogis. Welcome and namaste. Thank you so much for being here. I'm happy to connect with you and share this practice of yoga and really be tuned into the fact that this is what we're doing right now for this time, this X amount of minutes, this moment in time and space. I am here, fully present, and I'm aware of that. I can see that me, myself, Jameson, is here on the yoga mat, speaking to a camera, which will in turn be speaking directly to you. And you, at the same moment, or the moment that you're receiving these words, are right there on your yoga mat, listening, breathing, being, fully in the moment. So this recognition that I myself as a person am here on the mat, this is awareness. Your acknowledgement that you are there, connected, breathing, that is awareness. Awareness is when we are mindful not only of what's happening in the present moment, but we recognize the mindfulness. We see it. In our yoga practice, it looks like this. I can sit and breathe. I can follow my breath. As I'm connecting to my breath, very mindful of the inhales and the exhales, but then something outside of that mindfulness can actually observe the mindfulness. This is awareness. Awareness is the witness, it's the watcher, it's the observer of the observer. We can be here observing what's happening in our physical body, but then we can also observe what's going on that we are actually observing. It's a wild concept, I know. To witness the witness, or to be aware of the mindfulness. And so herein lies our practice today. So not only will we be mindful, but we will also be aware. Beautiful. Okay, let's go ahead. Find our seat, clear our throat, sit up nice and tall. You're welcome to close your eyes. Feel your pelvis tilt forward, your shoulders soften on your body, your face relaxes. That's really important. So we're going to start. We are starting with our physical body, mindful of how we are sitting in this world. Currently I'm on a block. You might be on a block, a blanket, a meditation cushion, even possibly in a chair, whatever helps you to find that free flow of energy. It's a conscious choice. It's mindful about your shape. And you get to choose thoughtfully. I love that. Let's all take a deep breath in. And a big sigh, let it go. Deep breath in. Big sigh, let it go. Deep breath in. Big sigh. Observe the sensations, the feelings in your body. Mindfulness. Recognize that you are observing the sensations and the feelings of your body. Aware. Watch your breath, mindful. Watch the watcher and aware. blink our eyes open. Begin our yoga asana practice. Hands and knees, tabletop position, please. We got blocks to the front because we know we're going to need them. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Inhale, breath, arch your back, look up. Exhale, breath, round your back, look in. Inhale, arch back, cow pose. Exhale, round back, cat pose. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, arch your back, tuck your toes at the same time for cow. Exhale, round, untuck, push the tops of your feet down. Inhale, tuck toes, arch back, cow pose. Exhale, round back, untuck, push into the mat, hands, knees, and feet. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. This time, hands step forward, hips lift up, downward facing dog. Exhale. Pedal and push. Your hips sway left, right, and side to side. Feet will make their way all the way up to the front of your yoga mat. Find your blocks. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, full fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, full fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, full forward fold. Rise to the sun, hands up, Urdhva Hastasana. Inhale. Exhale, bow to the earth. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale and fold. Rise to the sun, inhale. Bow to the earth. Half up, inhale. Exhale, fold. Find the rhythm and the flow. Inhale, hands rise. Exhale and dive. Half up, inhale. Exhale, blocks aside, hands to the mat, plank pose. Inhale, knees to the mat, cow pose. Exhale, untuck toes, round back child's. Inhale, come up, cow pose, tuck toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, knees down, cow pose. Inhale, child's pose. Exhale, cow pose. Inhale, downward facing dog. Exhale, plank. Inhale, cow. Exhale, child's. Inhale, cow. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, cow. Inhale, child's. Exhale, cow. Inhale, down dog. Last one. Exhale, plank. Inhale, cow. Exhale, child's. Inhale, cow. Exhale, down dog. Deep breath in. Big sigh. Mindful and aware. Let's bend our knees, look forward, opposite foot steps. First, step, step. Halfway lift when you get there. Inhale. Exhale and full forward fold. Inhale, hands rise to the sun. Exhale, hands to heart center. Hands down, take a moment. Face can soften, feel your breath. Look at your breath. Look at the looker of your breath. Mindful and aware. So good. Eyes blink open. Let's sweep our arms up. Inhale. Exhale, full forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale, breath. Blocks aside, hands to the mat. Exhale. Step back through chaturanga. Body down, shoulders by ears, and then squeeze on your back. Inhale, low cobra. Exhale, down to the earth. Inhale, low cobra. Exhale, down to the earth. Inhale. And exhale. Push up over knees. Tuck your toes through cow. Exhale, downward facing dog. Three-legged, your right leg goes up to the sky. Hold it steady. Shoulders creep up by ears as you press your hands into the mat. Your two legs are both straight and you're feeling things happening in your body. Can you sense in, feel in, breathe in, be in, and then all the while step outside and notice you are on your mat practicing yoga. One more breath in. Exhale, right knee to nose. Step your right foot forward. Left knee goes down. Hands come up, low lunge. Your right hip draws back, your left hip draws forward. You try and squeeze your left knee, right foot towards each other until you feel length in your left quadriceps, maybe even a stretch in your left hip flexor. Keep that and shift your whole hips slightly forward. Feet squeeze in, hips shift forward. Lots of things happening. Breathe. 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 Inhale, hands to the mat. Exhale, right foot steps back, chaturanga. Shoulders by ears, inhale, low cobra. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, push up cow. Exhale, press up dog. 3 points, left leg goes up to the sky. Hold it steady, shoulders by ears. Left hip lowers, left heel lifts, and you're in it, and it feels so good. Or at least it feels, and you're aware that it feels in whatever, in any way that it does. Deep breath in. Exhale, left knee to nose. Step left foot forward, right knee goes down. Root down left foot, rise up, hands high. Your right hip forward, left hip back. Your left heel and right knee squeeze in towards each other. Lengthen your right quadriceps. Your whole hips can shift slightly forward and down. Nice. Deep breath in. Big sigh. Deep breath in. Big sigh. Breath in. Breath out. Hands to the mat. Step your left foot back, plank chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower. You can go knees lifted, push up. Soften knees, press back, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Big sigh. Knees bend, opposite foot. Feet make their way all the way up to the front of your mat. Hands to blocks, half lift, inhale. Exhale and fold. Soften your knees, clasp your hands behind your back. Stretch your arms up overhead. Great time to grab a strap if your hands cannot meet each other. And then from here, legs go to straight. Shake your head out, yes, no, left, right. And then reach your arms up and overhead. Spread your toes, trust them, breathe. 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 hands to your hips. Arch your back, come all the way up. Reach for the sun. Inhale. Exhale, dive right back to the earth. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, hands down, chaturanga. Shoulders up to ears, squeeze on your back, hips press down. Start to lift up, high cobra. In your high cobra, take the front of your biceps and turn them forward. Let that help your shoulder blades to squeeze together and then lift up. This is lifting up and out of our low back. No low back crunching. I don't want to just jam myself. I want to drag myself forward. Lift up and out. Breathe. Okay, really nice. Lower back down. On knees or not, push up, press back, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. And a big sigh. So good. Right leg goes up to the sky, 3 points. Hold it steady. Right foot steps to the outside of your right hand. Left knee goes down, lizard lunge. Come up onto fingertips. Hips forward and down, your right heel, your left knee. They squeeze in towards each other once again. Find that strength to activate, to lower down to forearms. Maybe forearms are on a block. Let me show you here. Or forearms can be down on the floor. Or forearms aren't down and you're on your hands. And that is perfectly acceptable. There's no wrong or right way. There is a way that feels the best for you and your body to support. Because the objective here is mindful and aware. Deep breath in. Big sigh. Inhale, come up. Left hand, fingertips offset. We're going into twisted monkey, right? And so you might need to scoot your left knee a little bit forward. Bend left knee, reach back with right hand. Find that grip. Now you can see I'm kind of folded in here. I want to go hips forward and down. Right shoulder rolls open. I can rock to the outer edge. Hand pulls into foot. Now I'm in a deep left quadricep stretch. If you don't have this, this can be done with a strap. Also, breathe. Breathe. Foot kicks into hand as hand kicks into foot. That's called a facilitated stretch. Activating the muscles that we are stretching decreases the stretch sensation, takes us a little bit deeper. Wherever you are, be mindful of the sensations. There's a lot of things going on, and then aware that you are beautiful and amazing and practicing yoga. Let's release. Right hand sweeps, paints a nice wide rainbow across the sky. Keep right foot where it is. Hips go back. Little offset, half splits. Heart lifts up. Exhale, hinge, forward fold. Notice I'm not rounding. My heart is lifted. My hips are going back, and I'm trying to tilt my pelvis forward. That takes me into the shape. Whoo, okay. Let's breathe. I will set my blocks aside for the vinyasa. Right foot steps back, inhale. Exhale, plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, back bend, lower high cobra. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, push up. Exhale, press up, downward dog. Left leg goes up to the sky, 3 points, hold it steady. Hold it steady. One more breath in. Left foot steps to the outside of your left hand. Right knee goes down. Good. We'll come up onto fingertips. Scoot right knee back. Left knee, left toes. Same direction. Yeah, that's really good. And then hips forward, down. Same thing. We can lower to forearms, to a block, or stay right here on our hands. That could be really nice too. Let the breath roll, move through. Acknowledging and sensing and feeling and breathing and all of the other descriptive words that reflect being in the moment, plugged into what's happening right here, real time, and then aware of that experience. Let's breathe. Deep breath in. Big sigh. Right hand offsets. Let's go left hand to left thigh. Turn, twist over to the left. Now, if your foot's really far away, you can grab a strap. You can even bring your knee in. This is how I like to enter in my body. And then all folded here for Twisted Monkey B, it's hips forward, shoulder opens, foot kicks into hand, hips go down. So a lot of things are happening here, but what we're stretching into is our right quadriceps and all the other things that are happening here too. That's awesome. That's really good. When you find your shape in your body, steady in and breathe. 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 Release your foot. Hand sweeps up and over. Hands will plant. Hips go back for this offset, half splits. We're thinking cow-shaped arch. Heart lifts up. Notice my leg isn't totally straight. I could straighten my leg and round my back, but that takes me out of the stretch. Bend knee. Arch back. Whoa! Little shifts make huge differences. In fact, I think that's the way to world peace. I think that's the way to really solving some of the big problems of the world. And it also gives us meaning and value because big impacts are a series of small changes. So everything you do matters because it's that little bit of a change, it's that little shift that is contributing to the larger goal, the bigger whole of how we live a more peaceful and sustainable life that supports our earth, that supports us in turn. Let's bring our hands forward. Step your left foot back, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Big sigh. Knees wide. Toes touch. Take it down. Take a moment. Forehead connects to the mat. Pause. Breathe. Breathe. Inhale, let's come up. Through dog. Bend your knees, look to the front, step feet forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale and fold. Inhale, let's rise, hands up. Exhale, hands to center. Hands down. Hands up, inhale. Bend knees, chair pose. Fingertips to your kneecaps, hips back, knees back. Good. Hands to your ribs. Lift your ribs up into that back bend, right? So this helps to move out of our low back. We're going hips back, ribs up. It's not just a dump. It's a, let me accentuate into these curvature, the natural lumbar curve of the spine, and then where the back makes the S in the thoracic spine, that's where we're bending into right? The place that can get real bound. Hands go up and overhead. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more breath in. Exhale and fold. Halfway lift. Knees bend to clasp your hands, shoulders by ears, hands up and overhead, legs straight. Uttanasana, forward fold with hands clasped, with your hands connected behind your back. Find it steady. Breathe. Hands to your low back. Then to blocks. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, hands plant, feet back, chaturanga. All the way down. Let's do that again. This time on our belly. So hands connect on our low back, shoulders up to ears, shoulder blades squeeze, arms extend out. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Halfway. Inhale, lift up, lift a foot. Exhale, lower down. Halfway. Inhale, lift up, lift the other foot. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift up, lift both feet. Shalabhasana. Exhale, lower down. Release the grip. Push up. Press back. Downward facing dog. Whew, okay, that was not easy. If you're like, what the heck? Why was that so hard? Because that was hard. It was hard for me. But we're mindful of the challenge that we put in. We're grateful that we have bodies that can meet these challenges, or at least attempt. We can try with the willpower of our minds, and we are aware that this is all happening. Let's go right leg up to the sky. Inhale. Right knee to nose. Step your right foot forward. Left knee goes down. Good. Okay. Now we're going to connect right hand and left foot. It's going to look something like this. Oh, wait a second. Ha, got a little tripped up. Let's go back, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Big sigh. Deep breath in. Big sigh. Right leg goes up to the sky. Step your right foot forward. Good. Grab your left foot with your left hand. Lift up for a nice little quad stretch, low lunge quad stretch. Foot pulls into hand, hand pulls into foot kicks into hand, and we've got it. Deep breath in. Big sigh. Deep breath in. Big sigh. Hips can sink slightly forward and down for a deeper stretch, so good. Breath in. Let it go. Release the foot. Step back, downward facing dog. Exhale, plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, lower to the earth. Push up, press up, downward facing dog. Left leg goes up, inhale. Exhale, step your left foot forward. Right knee down. We'll walk over to the right, grab our right foot with right hand, and then left foot, right knee squeeze together as we lift up. This can be a tricky balance. You might fall, that's okay. And then draw heel into hip, your right foot in towards your right buttocks. Steady in and breathe. Deep, deep quadricep stretch. Steady in and breathe. As you're here, you can start to kick your foot into your hand, pull your hand into your foot, feel what happens there. Deep breath in. Sigh, let it go. Hands down, downward facing dog. Breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, wave forward plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, lower down. Push up, press back, downward facing dog. Let's keep it going. Right leg goes up to the sky, inhale. Bend right knee, turn, stack right hip. Step your right foot all the way up to the front. Root through your right foot, pivot back heel, warrior two. Find a moment. Find your posture. Hands are going to clasp as we turn, twist 45 degrees and bow into humble warrior, back into the shoulders. Relax the weight of your head. Neck hangs, drops. So good. Breath in. Breath out. Breath in. Breath out. Breath in. Breath out. Hands to your low back, then to the mat. You're going to walk, walk, walk. Pivot your right foot 90 degrees for wide-legged forward fold. Hands take one step forward. Find a halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale and fold into your shape. Let the weight of your head drop down. Your elbows can bend. So good. Breathe. Inhale, halfway lifts. Walk your hands to the front of your mat. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, wave plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, back bend, shoulders to ears, shoulder blades squeeze. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, push up. Exhale, press up. Downward facing dog. Let's go left leg up to the sky. Bend left knee, turn, stack left hip. And then step your left foot all the way up to the front. Solid in our left foot. Back foot pivots 90 as we windmill open, warrior two. Usually I spin here, but I'll show you the humble warrior from the other side. So we'll clasp our hands. Turn, twist 45. Shoulders to ears, shoulder blades on the back. That helps to extend the arms long. I keep that and take it into a bow. Humble warrior. Breath in. Breath out. Keep breathing. So good. Present. You're here. Mindful. You're connected to the fact that you're here. Aware. You observe the connection to your presence. Mindful and aware. Good. Let's bring our hands to our low back. We can support on the floor, pivot, pivot, wide-legged forward fold. So generally the hips start behind. You can walk forward a little bit. Halfway lift, inhale. Place a bend in the knees. Hands clasped behind, shoulders to ears, shoulder blades squeeze, arms up and over. We move into the fold with our upper body first, and then lower body legs can straighten. Breathe. Breathe. Bound, wide-legged forward fold. Prasarita Padottanasana with hands connected, arms up and overhead. Breathe. Hands to your low back. Then to the mat, find a halfway lift. We'll pivot, pivot, pivot towards the front. Step back, downward facing dog. Full breath in here. Full breath out. Let's take it knees wide, toes touch. Child's pose. Breathe. Breathe. Deep breath in. Big sigh. Really nice. Inhale, let's come up. Exhale, down dog. Bend your knees, look to the front, step, step. We'll go halfway lift, inhale. Exhale and fold. Inhale, rise, hands up. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Okay, let's find a wall. And you're going to be perpendicular to the wall. Take your hand about shoulder height, maybe a little bit higher, and then behind. So now, the action I want to show you here, here's my imaginary wall, is to go shoulder up to your ear, and then squeeze that shoulder blade on your back. So I'm going to show you here. Shoulder blade to the ear, squeeze shoulder blade on the back, and then turn away from the wall. Press into the wall, and you will feel a deep stretch across your pectoral muscles here on your left side. You can take your right shoulder up to your ear and squeeze it to your left shoulder. Breathe. Don't force this. Find a deep stretch, mindful of that deep stretch, aware that you are supporting yourself into this stretch. Steady and breathe. Really nice. Unwind your twist. Take a moment to pause and just let that kind of deep breath in. Big sigh. Right hand, a little bit higher than shoulder, a little bit behind. Again, we are going shoulder up to ear, shoulder blade on our back, shoulder up to ear, shoulder blade on our back, and then body turns and twists away, hand presses into wall, and shoulder blade continues to squeeze, and you'll feel that deep stretch across your right pectoral muscles. Heart can lift up. Breathe. Feel a little more. Left shoulder to ear, left shoulder blade on your back. Wow. Mindful and aware you are doing it. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. Unwind your twist. Arms down. Feel into that. Really nice. Let's blink our eyes open. Okay, let's take this onto the ground. Dhanurasana, bow pose. So we're going to experience this in a few different ways. Maybe this first time you just take a look. So I'm on the ground, right? Left hand by ribs, right forearm down. I will bend. Now I can grab my back foot, and I'm going to want to walk over the top to open my shoulder. Shoulder goes to ear, squeezes on back, pelvis presses down, foot kicks into hand. I've got my right arm to stabilize, foot kicks in, right? And then as I kick my foot, my shoulder can really open up, thigh comes off the ground. Nice. Okay, your turn. So find yourself, body on the ground. You want to make it comfortable so you can actually press your hips down. This is an important cue. Left forearm, we're going to do the other side. Left forearm down, right hand by your right ribs. Bend right knee. You can reach back. This can also be done with a strap if your foot is too far away. Grab the outer edge and then walk. to the inside. Shoulder up by ear, shoulder blade rolls onto your back, shoulder blade squeezes, and then foot kicks into hand. Heart lifts up, foot kicks into hand, heart lifts up. This is called half bow. You want to take your left foot up, you can. If you want to take your left hand forward, you also can. But we've got these support places. Breathe. And release. Forehead to your hands. Give your hips a little wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Second side. So your right forearm is down this time. Your left hand by your left ribs. Bend your left knee. Grab the outer edge. And then walk your hand deep, 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 deep. Up and over. Perfect. Shoulder by ear. Then on your back. Foot kicks into hand. Start to lift up. You got the support of your right forearm. This is called Ardha Dhanurasana, half bow pose. Your right foot can lift up. If you want to take this deeper, your right hand, your right leg, your left leg lifts off. Dee-dee, I'm flying. Nice. And release. Left foot down. Give yourself a nice little wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Notice if your heart is beating. Your heart's always beating, but notice if you can sense it. Notice if you can feel the breath flooding through your body. Prana, life force, energy. You're mindful and aware that these are existing and occurring, and it is a beautiful thing. Again, first side, half bow pose. So we're going to go left forearm down, right knee bends, find the back foot, hand walks over, shoulder to ear, bends on your, squeezes to your back, and then foot kicks into hand. With all this support, there's no low back crunching here. This is a back bend, not a back break. If you want to move deeper, left leg up, right hand up, right thigh off the floor. Breathe. And release. Give yourself a second. Back bends can be very activating. We round in our chairs at work, we round in our cars, we round on the couch when we're relaxing at home. And then we move into a yoga practice where we do the opposite, and it charges all that stored emotion. Let's go right forearm down, left hand reaches back, left hand up and over. So if you're feeling in a way right now, that's good. You're releasing. Shoulder to ear, shoulder blade on your back, foot kicks in. We've got this support here. Want to move deeper, right hand, right foot, left foot kicks up. Breathe. And release. Left foot down. Hips get a little wiggle, 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 wiggle. Deep breath in. Big sigh. So as you lift up, move slow and gentle. That's a lot of back bending. Knees curl forward. Tabletop position. Not into the round yet. Start with the side to side. Some lateral side bending of our spine. A gentle sway left and right. Now a very gentle cat. Moving through a gentle cow. Very easily, gently back and forth. Great. Lift up, downward dog. Deep breath in. Big sigh. Right knee, right wrist, right foot to the left. Let's scoot our left foot back, back, back. Hips lower down. Lower to forearms. Rajakapotasana. Pigeon pose. Mindful of the energy that just activated, that's pulsing and flowing through you. Aware that here you are on your yoga mat, activating yourself through moving your physical body, connecting it to breath. Things are actually changing. And it's not a slow change, it's an instantaneous change. Your energy changes right away. Now, that perturbates off the mat in ripples outward into your life. Those changes may not be so instantaneous, but they have effects. Small effects make big impacts. Every yoga practice and the effects of that practice contribute to big impacts, improving your life, your well-being, and enriching your experience to what you're doing here on earth. And when you recognize that, that is awareness. Let's come up, press up onto hands. Excuse me. Walk your left leg forward, downward facing dog, a pedal and a push, deep breath in. Big sigh. Left leg forward, left foot across. Right knee goes down. Walk your hips back. Lift your heart up. And then hinge, forward fold. Pigeon pose, second side. We're having an experience. We're deep in our experience. Life is beautiful. Breathe. Inhale, let's come up. Roll over onto your left hip. Bring your legs out in front. Wide-legged forward fold. So your feet scoot wide. I like to pick my hips up, use the friction of the floor to make my legs a little bit wider, and then forward pelvic tilt. So this took a long time for me to get to be able to sit here. I couldn't do this for so long. But what I could do was lift my back up and support my hands behind. And then over time that turned to this, and over time that turned to this, and over time that turned to this, and now it's here. Some people can be here and put their heart down on the ground. That's actually a pose. Your arms go underneath your legs, your chest is flat on the ground. Not me. Maybe this lifetime, maybe not. That doesn't matter. What matters is that you integrate into where you are mindful of your experience and aware that here you are, a practicing, energized, vibrating body in the world, in the universe. And you can settle into that space and breathe deep. Wide-legged forward fold, it's also called Upavishta Konasana, wide-legged, seated wide forward fold. Notice this is kind of like when we're standing also, similar shape, but now we're on the ground. Okay, present and aware. Inhale, let's rise. Support underneath your knees to draw them into center. Center yourself on your yoga mat. Go ahead and take yourself all the way down. Knees can roll in a direction, in a circle, one direction. How about the opposite direction? And then go ahead and move your knees around in any of the ways that might feel pretty good for you to do so. With knees wide, arms to the inside, grab your feet. Happy baby, Ananda Balasana. Hips get a little bit of a rock, left, right, side to side. Yeah. Breathe. Yeah. Breathe. Release your feet. Feet wide, knees dip in. Hips get a little bit of a rock left and right to really settle in. And then stillness. A gentle reminder that this is the most important part, Shavasana, where we settle into stillness and we let all the healing benefits integrate into our body. As you're ready, your legs go long. I'm going to sit up to meditate with you while you let your feet go as wide as your yoga mat. Ankles can roll out. Hands down by your sides, palms up. Giving, offering, receiving fashion. Let a deep breath roll through your body. And we'll connect into the practice, mindful and aware. Mindful of your breath, mindful of your body. Aware that you are mindful of your breath and your body. You observe the mindfulness as you soften into these final moments to seal our practice with our Shavasana. Yeah. Breathe. Mindful and aware. Breathe. Deep breath in. And a big sigh, let it go. Stretch through your fingers, point through your toes, reach your arms up. Big full body stretch, breath in. And let it go. Let's roll over, right side or left side. Press up. Find your seat. Join me here, please. Yeah. Kneeling cross-legged on a block. Let's take a moment, bring our hands to our hearts. You can close your eyes. Mindful that we have a heartbeat connected to it. And aware that we exist, that we have a brain, we have a mind, we have a heart, we have a consciousness. When we are mindful and aware, we are so plugged into our experience on this earth, we are woke. We're alive. We are an active co-creator in the game of life. Hands together, right in front. Let's bow in honor of you, in honor of me, in honor of the time that transcends through time that we can spend together, mindful and aware. Namaste.